respawn from the last games that we've seen. We have Precaching over here in the sorting hive. Then over here in repair room, we have the Marines splitting out of their main, doing a 2-3 split.
Looks like no one really going towards central. Looks like they want to take the outsides, and because it says cross spawns, the other side does know where the aliens know where the Marines are, and the Marines know where the aliens are. So
look at how close sorting is to deposit. Your natural is also an expansion hive. That's pretty interesting right there.
Yeah, it makes it really easy to get to sorting, but the problem is that Crusher, your other natural, is severely exposed to repair. So you do have an easy out, and I'm kind of surprised that they're already assisting and maybe taking Crusher, because it's going to be easy for the Marines to hit there over and over.
We already have an early lurk play drop down. Ooh, that's something we don't see very much anymore. Skipjack getting that T-res lurk. This could be something to see right here. Whatever they're going to do with this early lurk, it's got to pay itself off. We've seen one of these before. It's all dependent on how skillful your lurk is on the field. If he can bleed out those meds and keep himself alive and do a lot of damage like that, then it'll be a super powerful play. He's always got to watch for those picks coming on him.
Yeah, I would say that lurk has to pay for itself extremely, to the point where when you get to 30 res, like if Skipjack gets to 30 res, if he hasn't done a significant amount of damage or bought his team enough time, then it just didn't pay for itself, because at that point he could have already gone lurk. So he's got to make big plays here in the early game when Marines don't have any upgrades or any shotguns.
Big plays and some nice kills, and it looks like he's really helping out in this crushing fight right here. We have Kadra over there getting taken out. Maybe a few meds spent on him, which is all a good win as long as he can keep bleeding out that cash and econ. That's what that lurk needs to be doing and focusing on.
So we had Crusher drop now. Now that the lurk feels comfortable in securing it, looks like Anze is taking over to the cavern side, trying to stop two skulks here, both of them low, taking down Climax, leaves just Kokokai, and he goes down as well. 2 pistol kills, and Slipjack just coming in for the cleanup. Although he's getting really low, if he just reloads them, he's doing a lot of pistol damage. All of that's pistol damage so far in Skipjack.
Oh, wow, what a bunch of meds thrown down on there. It's kind of either way, because if he could get that lurk down, then it's a great win for the Marine side. But the converse is true. The more meds you spend, the better the lurk is in the long run.
Alright, so we've got Eni and Marcin Morenz over here in the gap, trying to just cover through, leaving the power node mostly built. Going to go ahead and ignore that power or the extractor for now. Getting a good position here for Skipjack along with a drifter. And it looks like with Nandaman, they're going to be able to clean that up.
Nandemon.
We had
so, like, as opposed from the other 2 games we saw, this is actually going really even right now. We have quite a nice amount of RTs up on the Marines, and they've held a few out for now. They have 1 under attack, but at the same time, Crushing Machine is under attack by Treasure over here. Skipjack coming to come deal with them. But we'll see how much meds come out and see if he can take out the lurk. Maybe solo it down. We'll do 4 meds. Won't be enough. But Crusher again is going to be hit by more Marines. A 3-man Pressure walking straight in.
Yeah, those 3 Marines are going to be able to finish that up. And that's the problem with Crusher here, is that it's just going to be difficult to hold because there's only a couple of ways in. And the easiest way in is from the hive directly through the Crushing Machine itself. And you got to be really careful about that, because you'll just get instant killed there like you saw with last game. Even if the machine doesn't kill you, it's a long straightaway for Marines to shoot through. Yeah,
we saw that with one of those Marines was looking right down the hallway and chased off like 3 or 4 skulks who were trying to come out that way, and just one stream of bullets could have taken them all out.
We have like an impending fight happening here. It's going to be 4 skulks to lurk versus 3 Marines. RadicaL, Kendra already going down, Anze going down, and then Eni finally being the last victim there. Treasure going to feel the full brunt of the alien force here in a second.
Did get the finish off from that extractor, so it should be able to pay itself off, as they can just get 1 Marine over there to try to contest it out and win the fight.
Kind of surprised they're recycling it, because I think they can save that. Or was that, it might have been a fake recycle. Sometimes you'll see commanders go for a fake recycle. It doesn't cost you anything, and that way you can try and fake out some skulks or alien life forms from moving away from it, thinking that you're just going to get rid of it anyways. Doesn't always happen. In fact, it rarely happens, but when it does, it's really worth it.
Marines sitting on 5 extractors now, having a pretty nice supply of money coming in. There are a few under attack, but behind all of this, the aliens have managed to claim both nodes in central drilling. Both of them are online and up and pumping the money into that alien econ. I wouldn't be surprised if the hive drop is probably going to be one of their next plays, either that or trying to finish a carapace shell. We'll kind of see what they look into planning with. Just an update on that lurk. He's still up and he's still doing quite a well job. He's got 34 res up now.
Right, so that's the point I was talking about, is that right now, he had to have already paid for himself. Because at this moment, he could have already gone lurk. So any damage he caused up to this, from this point on, he could have already done as a lurk by himself. So up until this point, he had to cause a significant amount of damage. I think he did. 7 kills, managed to stay alive, and managed to secure Crusher for a good amount of time, but bought himself his team enough time to get both central drilling, which is impressive, considering that the Marines can just walk through there, and the deposit side. So the pressure from the Marines has been kind of just negated because of this one lurk.
See if Skipjack can come through. We have 4 Marines in this Crusher hallway between Brew Room. And maybe if they can get some nice picks off here, they have both lurks in this position. Oh, but Climax getting some nice bites on there, cleaning out 2 shotguns or 1 shotgun Marine. And that entire 4 push getting shut down by 2 lurks and a skulk.
Alright, now see here we have, it was even up to a point before, but now with aliens taking, like I said, central deposit, even moving down into the gap, and then taking down Marine extractors behind that, both cave and operations going down, Marines are quickly going to find themselves in a really terrible position. I think maybe the move here is clean out central, secure that for yourselves, got phase tech, get a phase gate over there, and it allows you still to pressure the top half of the map from your base in that phase gate, as well as to hold some more resources, which is desperately something they need right now.
I would think that a phase gate in the gap might be a nice compromise too, if they can just move it up there, because they need that forward positioning so like they can try to harass deposit.
Looks like they settled for operations now. Might be a temporary phase gate. Sometimes you get a phase gate that's safe, just so you have a push out point, and then when you get a forward one, you recycle the one from behind or use it as a backup. So that's just something safe to kind of allow them to hold another harvester or extractor and give them a push off point, because it takes a long time to get down to the gap from just running from repair.
The place I'd like to see is perhaps a phase gate and Crusher, or maybe in this connector in North Tunnel. It'd be a nice forward position to try to harass the hive if they can, but
you mean over where
just getting cleaned up by Skipjack and Climax over there.
The connector where the 2 Marines just died up north?
Yeah, I mean, you got 3 ways out, and you could probably get quite a bit of ground there. Harass the hive if you want, and it looks like it might be decent to defend, but I don't think they're going to get there.
Yeah, I think that one spot would make it easy to hold the right side of the map. More than it would allow you to push, it would really give you, cave, it would make it easier to hold cavern, and maybe even Crusher. So yeah, that would be a good phase gate spot.
We have the 2 lurks. Ooh, in kind of a dangerous position. These Marines could make some nice shots. They could pinch both of those lurks. If you're ever trying to like take on lurks, the one thing that lurks always get afraid of is when you start manning up and pushing them off. You make the call on your team, you know, let's get the lurks. You keep charging and charging. They're forced to fall back. They actually can't fight very well once you close the distance, especially if you got a shotgun in your group. Like all it would take here is just a little Marine to jump down and push Germ out. Watch out for Kuroko Kai, of course, who's looking like he's laying in wait for a big fight.
So I think so far the player who's made the most impact in this game is still Skipjack. I mean, he got that early alert, but he's still making it pay for itself, because even Seth from saying Skipjack doing work. Yeah, he's already at 10-0. It hasn't lost that lurk yet. And, I mean, he's up to 53 resources. There might be the eventual point here where he's able to go a really fast Onos because he just hasn't died.
Yeah, that is one of the secondary perks of like having that early lurk, is that usually if you're a really powerful lurk, you won't die, so you will be up the entire time of the game, just having your res go straight into Onos, or even if you wanted to and you went down, a fade.
So Marie's struggling to hold much of anything here. RadicaL going back and building water pumps, and it's going to put them back on 3 because Cartunnel's still not finished. Looks like Krokai is going to just sit up for an ambush there, knowing that a Marine's going to be coming. That's a really interesting spot to hide. I don't think anyone would ever really expect him to come through there, so I think he's going to be taken by surprise here.
Oh no, RadicaL Crusher just having his back completely exposed to that setup right there.
Really good ambush spot there, and they're going to get that extractor no problem because of it just started to build. Oh, Kadara going getting a little bit of lag there.
A little bit of lag right in front of the lurk. Definitely not a time when you'd want that to happen.
So we've got fades now in here over in operations. Just kill all the Marines coming through, and that gate's already at 25%. That's going to go down. pulling the Marine comm, just trying anything they can to save it. It's at 5%, 2%.
Oh no, a few spikes or a slash from that fade. Somebody might try to man up and get the little bit of
but
chip
Germ's
right
they're gonna body block it. They don't have any welders. They gotta build a Mac from that arc factory right away to get it starting to repair. Oh, they started welders. No, they gotta get a Mac. Build a Mac. Oh no.
It's gonna be 10 seconds before that thing can they can buy a welder, and somebody's gonna have to go back and go get it. Oh,
and here comes.
Marines are getting pinned down.
Oh no, and the fades are coming back, and there's only one Marine there. The rest of the Marines moving through. So they're starting to weld it. Anze's on top of it. They need to get more people in there. 6%.
It's just Marin's. Marin's is all that. Rika jumps.
Oh, gets a big hit.
Comes out.
Climax going
down to this fight. Can they take out another one? No. But man, that's a nice win that they've been needing. Except these aliens are still sitting on so much money. They're reinforcing their extractors here with Crags. That's becoming even more painfully of an uphill battle. As long as they can maybe kill a few more high life forms, they might do alright. But Skipjack, 12-0, 69 res. T-Res Lurk's still online.
So we've upgraded to an arc factory, and I think that maybe this is a little optimistic because in order to arc anything meaningful, I mean, you could take the gap, but they could easily just push the gap. And the closest tie from that point is deposit, and that's actually a little bit of a run there for those arcs because they got to go all the way through that winding trail there in the gap.
Yeah, arcs are forced to go down the ramp rather than just straight down the ladder.
And we got Anze and Tresha here going to be facing two fades, missing too many shotgun hits though to really push them away.
Kuroko Kai getting right up in that shotgun's face, not fearful because it's still on weapon 0. It's just not enough bite to try to shut one of these fades down easily.
And again, the aliens back on that phase gate in operations, just being merciless about trying to hit that.
Once they lose this gate, Marines are going to lose all of their forward pressure and probably their only push-off point, so they have to keep this online if they want to try to stay in this game at all. But this feed gate with just Nan Demon and Germ over here is becoming a real problem. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it through. They have to get some shotguns out, maybe some kind of push point. Nan Demon going down past half. Kuroko Kai coming in to reinforce and take Nan Demon's place.
He's staying in, surprisingly, because we're going to have a couple more Marines in here.
60% HP, getting down to 50, 30.
Oh, really low.
Oh, but
we got Ono's coming in. Martin's going to be the first one to spot that. And he's just going to crush through there. We've only got shotguns and level 1 weapons. That's it for the Marines. That phase gate's going to fall.
Looks like they have not enough Marines to file through and get enough damage off on it. So there goes your phase tech right there.
So that was Skipjack there, like we said earlier, who had the Lurk, never died, 15-0 now, having a really good game for himself and just going straight from T-Res Lurk into Onos.
Oh, and this is it. This is probably the final killing blow right here. The Onos, the Skulks, the Fades, everybody's at Marine Start and Repair Room. The Marines aren't really all in position to defend against this. Arms Lab's getting attacked by Skipjack, the Onos, and there's your GG.
And we have it, yeah, GG.